Good morning. I am Cassandra Wilson, and this is the Business Class Show on KRWC.TV. And I am here with the beautiful India Roberts with B Professional Services, right?
Yes.
This girl, she does taxes, she does accounting services, bookkeeping, she wrote a book, she's a speaker, she has conferences. She does a lot, and she's still beautiful and thin, skinny.
Just a little bit. Just,
So I'm already jealous and green with envy, but I can't be green because the colors are yellow today. So I love her. I want her. When I first met you, I'm like, oh my God, everybody needs to know you. She's so pretty. So I kept trying to hang out with her so people can look at her and just look at me. It's like she's just trying to be pretty like her. But then she stopped calling me like, we're going to need you to stay in your own lane. No, that's not
no,
what
that's
happened.
not true.
That's not what and I think it is because she don't call me no more like, you messed me up last time. You had on the wrong color shoes or something. But anyway, I'm here with India Roberts, and she's very, very beautiful. She's very, very smart, very talented. And, men, you guys think that women can't be beautiful and smart in the same body, but they are. So I am here with India Roberts, and I just want you to tell everybody what you do.
Okay, so my name is India Roberts. Of course, I do income tax preparation, bookkeeping, and accounting services. Our firm is B's Professional Services. We are located in the southern part of Dallas, which is like 45 minutes outside of Dallas. And I did write a book. I did write a book, but it's about what I do. Okay, and it's called Buzzing Around Tax Facts with Bees. And of course, it's to educate also the small business owner or individual that is not too familiar with what they're supposed to be doing in business or just period when it comes to your taxes, right? So that's a couple of the things that I do. Also with bookkeeping and accounting services, um, that's for my business clients. Now, as a business owner, and we are business owners, we definitely need that source of education.
We need help.
Yes, 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 yes. And I definitely understand that, and that's what I do is to educate, just to let the business owner know that hey, um, you're not alone in business unless you want to be. Resources are available, um, and we definitely can help.
I tell with my clients, I suggest, look, listen, you surround yourself with many advisors, and I'm not good with numbers. I got 10 fingers, that's about as far as I can go. You then carry the two. I'm gonna do this math longhand. So you have to. I have someone to do my taxes. Why don't you hire somebody to do the things that you're not so good at? And India is great at doing taxes. She can help you individually, your business,
Exactly.
right? She can even help you all year long. I know we were talking off the air. A lot of people you guys just throw all of your receipts into a Walmart bag, and then you
Yes.
want to take them into the office and go, okay, here it is, fix it, figure it out, and let me get money back.
Exactly, exactly. And I think that's part of the concept that a business owner always is under the assumption, oh, I put all of this money into my business. I want to get some of that money back out. Now, truthfully, you can, depending on what you are deducting as a business owner. But also, as a business owner, you want to make sure that you are paying taxes. You know why you want to do that, right? Okay, you asked. I'm just telling
Yeah.
you.
Why you want to pay taxes?
Okay, why? Who wants to pay taxes? As a business owner, you want to do that. And the reason being is because of the laws that the IRS has set for a hobby and a business. Okay? So, first 3 years of your business, if you have not generated $1 in income, just know that your business is being considered a hobby.
You need to stop,
Stop,
drop,
drop,
let it go.
let it go.
Find something else to do.
Exactly, exactly. So, and that's just one of the things that I think as business owners, we all have the misconception of, I don't want to pay taxes. Of course you don't want to pay taxes, but you also want to be well rounded when it comes down to your bookkeeping and accounting to know exactly what you're putting in, what you're taking out, those different things as far as deductions are concerned.
Now you have a lot of people say, I'm writing everything off.
Right.
I'm gonna write everything off so I can get some money back. And then those years when now you want to get some funding or loan,
Come on.
and you can't show that you've made a profit
At all.
ever.
In 3 years. And you've been in business for 5, but the first 3 years, or say 4th year, the 4th year, you're like, oh, well, I need some funding, but unfortunately, banks are not going to look at you to give you actually monies for your business because you haven't shown that you've made a profit.
So you can't write everything off all the time.
Not all the time.
So this is why you need a professional to tell you, okay, the first 3 years you claimed a loss, you didn't make any money. Now here you are in the fourth year, and so I'm pretty sure with a good professional, you're going to ask them, okay, so what do you plan on doing next year? Where you plan on going? Well, that sounds like you're going to need some capital.
Exactly. And that's part of tax planning. And that's another service that we offer as well. That's what I do with my business owners and individuals. And the reason being is because life does happen. Okay. And when life happens, you have to know exactly where it's going to take you financially or tax wise. And so my thing is this. If you know that you're in a business and you want this business to be successful or you need funding, make sure that you've actually generated some type of income and you've paid taxes.
Wait. Make sure you keep records.
Exactly. First.
I get them on the front end. I get businesses to come in. We start you up. We sit. What we do at this office or with my office outside of KRWC.TV is that we sit down. I need to know where you plan on going in the next 5 to 10 years. Even if you think it's a fairy tale, I need to understand where you're going so we know what structure to set you up with.
Right.
And so it's not a cookie cutter. Everybody get an LLC.
Ooh.
That's not for everybody.
No, it's not.
And so it's our consultation based on what you tell us where you are and where you're trying to go. Because we'll say, okay, well, right now, if this is where you want to go, this is your structure where you need to be. Now, you're going to be paying maybe a little bit higher taxes, but I don't think an LLC is for everybody.
Exactly.
Or a DBA. Ugh.
Doing business as.
Assuming all the risk.
Exactly. And you want to know, and just like Ms. Cassandra said, hey, everybody is not an LLC depending on what type of business you're in. And if you come to say for instance, you've went to her and said, hey, I've created this particular situation. Of course, I want to see what the tax ramifications are behind it. Just to help you out because, perfect example, I had a client come in and the first thing they said, I need an LLC. I said, well, let me tell you about the taxes on an LLC. So you're taxed 3 times, your franchise tax, your SE tax, which is your self-employment tax, and then you have to just pay tax. There you go. So we just want to make sure that they understand exactly where they're going when they decide to form the entity or, start the business or DBA, like you said, and, assuming all the risk.
I know I had a conversation with a gentleman earlier this week. And he said, well, Cassandra, they had to start somewhere. At least they're legal. I said, but everybody should not be a DBA. Okay. And on the top of that form, it says doing business in Dallas County or doing business in Tarrant County. So what are you advising them when they want to do business outside the county?
Exactly. Or outside
well, ain't nobody going, I do business outside the county. Nobody came after me.
Well, that's
but you're telling them there's a possibility that they can.
Yes.
I said, so let's just be right the first time. Based on what they do, they should not be assuming a risk, especially if they own real property.
Come on.
We need to keep all that separate.
Exactly.
Right? And then maybe they can get some tax incentives.
Exactly.
So don't tell people to just go file a DBA. That's what the banks tell people so they can get that check cash.
Exactly. And also create that business account.
Right, because they,
that's
yes,
where,
they can, gonna get you for them overdraft fees.
Them overdraft fees, service charges.
Oh, they're gonna get you.
Oh, yeah, it gets real crazy when it comes down to a business account.
But this is why I tell people, okay, I can set it up myself. Okay. You should talk to somebody. It doesn't hurt me either way.
Exactly.
Because it's your business. At the end of the day, I'm here to help you, not hurt you.
Exactly.
And so if you don't trust a professional to advise you, then when you end up in trouble, it's going to cost you more money for people to undo the problem that you created the first time.
Exactly. That is so true. And the reason why I say it's so true is because I get a lot of clients that come in and say, well, hey, I can go XYZ and download this program and get my taxes done. Okay, so I always say, this is my rule of thumb. Okay, you can definitely do it on your own. But then when you come back and you want me to fix it, B's Professional Services to fix that for you, then unfortunately it's going to cost you more than it cost you the first time. So to prevent that from happening, you should do what? Talk to a professional from the jump So that way you won't have any questions that's not unanswered.
Right, a lot of people that are, even my truck drivers, they pay more taxes because they want to try and do a 1040 easy.
Ooh.
I know you about to jump out the
Oh,
chair.
I almost fell out. I was like, oh my gosh.
And I'm like, what are you doing? Who told you to do that? Oh, my friend. Is your friend in business? Well, he's in business. Is he in a successful business?
Yeah.
What he looked like, I didn't ask you what he looked like.
Oh man, and that is so true. And and that's one thing that we also specialize in is my truckers. Okay. The taxes behind that company, your own authority, the things that goes with that is so numerous. And you have to be so careful as to how you're setting that business up. Because that if you are a trucker, right now your 2290 is due. It's due August. So you have to make sure, especially if you have your own authority, you have to make sure that you are in contact with the right people to make sure that it is taken care of. Because it can get real crazy, and the penalties behind it are very severe. And for all the truckers that's out there, you guys know exactly what I'm
All
talking
my
about.
clients, you know who you are, and I have a lot of truckers who are my clients.
And that's something that, like I said, we specialize in, especially the bookkeeping and keeping up with all of that stuff for you guys, the invoices, the mileage. We have a slew or a package of things that we actually provide to just truckers.
So if you are, can we just appeal? I feel like I'm on TBN Daystar. Can we stop and say a prayer for the truck? Listen, if you guys own a truck, any kind of delivery service,
Yes.
can you guys just please stop what you're doing and just think about your tax stuff. I'm not saying go
Yes.
stop and look over, because if I was to look over my own tax stuff, I don't know myself.
Exactly.
But if you feel that maybe you're paying too much or not enough, or there's some, you just feel a gray area down in your knowing.
Yes.
You may want to pick up the phone or go online and call India. So India, tell people how they can get in touch with you.
Well, you can actually get in contact with me at my office line, which is 972-296-4237, or you can go to our website, which is B as in boy, E as in Edward, S as in Sam, professionalservices.com. And you can utilize my website as a resource. Go into resources, and you can find a ton of information that's very much so beneficial to you as a business owner and an individual.
Now, a lot of people say, well, most tax professionals are closed through this time of the year. You guys are only open, in November to April 15th, and after that, you guys are closed.
Yes.
And I know a lot of places that are closed.
Oh, yeah. And, I don't want to just say, all of them are just pop-up shops, but that's the known name for them. Our company is open all year long. We service all 50 states, so you don't have to be in the state of Texas for us to actually service you. We're open, all year long, and you want to be careful. If you have a tax professional that you're using and you can't contact them after April the 15th, just know it's the situation. And just know that if you can't contact them, I'm sure the IRS can't contact them either. So just make sure that you're vetting these individuals, you're being responsible for your information that's placed on that tax return, and you're going to a professional.
You guys heard now. I love it, but you guys know you feel that, Cassandra, you're an extremist because you're a business strategist, you're a business consultant. But I'm like her. If I can't reach you, if the IRS, and a situation occurred, and IRS agents popped up at my door.
Come on.
And my assistant called me. I'm out and about networking.
Exactly.
And so they issued me a cease and desist order.
Ooh.
And so I called my tax guy. Hey, and my assistant looking at me like, out here teaching business and And so he's like, well, I'm in Vegas learning some new tax laws, and I'm in a class. I said, dude, they giving me 30 days. They say I owe them $9,000. Where does this come from? And so here he is now, week 2.
All right.
Dude, you haven't called me back. Well, Cassandra, I'm on vacation. Well, okay, but I'm in the hot water.
Exactly.
And I'm like most Americans. Am I getting money back? Where do I sign?
Exactly.
Do I have to pay? When's the last day?
Exactly.
I'll sign it then. So I'm just like everybody else. So here it is, week 3, India.
Week 3.
I had to go hire a forensic auditor
Are you serious?
to audit myself. And I'm crying, and I'm like, okay, I got 7 days. I'm sneaking up the back stairs trying to get some work done.
I'm telling you.
And he's just said, he looked through it right fast and said, whose EIN number is this? I said, I don't know, that ain't mine. He said, well, you signed it. I said, look.
Exactly.
I said, well, if that's all the problem, do I still have to pay you this $5,000 you asking for up front? He said, yeah. So, listen, but I couldn't reach my guy. Yeah. And he had been doing my taxes for 22 years. So guess what happened? He was fired.
Exactly.
Because now I'm in the hot seat. If I can't conduct my business, I can't take care of my family.
Exactly.
But you're telling me leave you alone. So listen, when we come back, you have got to get in touch with India. I know we got to take a break. We are out of time for this little segment. We're going to come right back. We'll be right back with India Roberts, and we'll be right back after these messages.
You've thought about it, dreamed about it, and prayed about it. Starting your own business. Well, you can do it, and you don't have to do it alone. No matter what your business, Genesis Preferred Solutions will help you succeed. Here's Cassandra Bradford.
We're a Christian organization designed to help you succeed at what God has called you to do.
Genesis Preferred Solutions will help you avoid the pitfalls, fears, and costly mistakes first-time businesses often make. They'll guide you through the proper forms and help surround you with wise counsel.
We partner you with other people that can help you become successful. We want to do the paperwork for you so you don't have to.
And Genesis Preferred Solutions offers free training and seminars designed to promote success through the Word of God.
Put action to the plan that you have.
You are the best at what you do, so let's get started. Call Genesis Preferred Solutions now and ask about a tailor-fitted package for you. 800-718-2425. That's 800-718-2425. Church leaders, call today to schedule an exciting free seminar for your church or group. 800-718-2425. Go online to genesispreferred.com and do your own business by the book.
We're back. I am Cassandra Wilson, and this is the Business Class Show. I am sitting here with the beautiful India Roberts, and we're talking about what you don't want to talk about, taxes. You're like, it ain't tax time. It's always tax time.
Always.
It's always tax time. And I'm going to tell you something. If you don't know how to do your own taxes, if you can't count over 10 like me, you need to have somebody to help you with your tax returns. And India was saying before we went on commercial break, she doesn't close after April 15th. She's open all year round.
Yes, all year round.
Because you have questions. If IRS come to your house or to your office on the day after the 4th of July, maybe the 5th or the 6th.
Okay.
Where's your tax person?
Oh, we're sitting in the office. Being
Y'all in
professional
office?
services, we're in the office.
Y'all in the office?
Yeah, we're in there working. Me and my, the team of people, we're in there working, and we're making sure all of our clients can, contact us. Even if you have to leave a voicemail, you'll get someone to return your phone call. But most of the time, if you come by the office, it's always somebody there.
Now, I have a question.
Listen.
I have a lot of clients who are nonprofits.
Okay.
And nonprofit people, for some reason, think that they can go out and buy a house with the money, buy some property with. I'm just telling you about the people I know.
Okay.
Don't look at me.
Okay.
It ain't me. I don't think that.
Because there was that look like.
And I'm like, do you not know that the reporting on this grant money that you get is down to the penny? You got to report to the penny.
Exactly.
And if you don't know, if you are a nonprofit organization, I cannot stress enough that you need somebody that understands those laws for nonprofit. You just think you're going to do that $9.90 easy.
You think you're going to do that $9.90 easy and that's going to be it. But they want to know who's doing your accounting, who's keeping up with that money that you've gotten from the state or grant money. Mm-hmm. Who's keeping up with it? Where is that money going? You have to be accountable for that type of money because unfortunately, of course, when we get that grant money, and I'm not going to say we because I don't have a nonprofit. Everything I do is for profit. So, so with that being said, just know that it has to be accounted for. If it is not accounted for, just know somebody will be contacting you. Rest assured.
And a lot of people, well, this is a church. This is just the work of the Lord. And I'm like, I don't care. I had a client. This is a true story. I'm not going to say name or what state or city that they're in.
Okay.
But I had a client that had a construction company.
Okay.
But he set the church up under the LLC and was giving out the giving statements. And I said, no, you can't do this. No, we need to set, no, this has to be set up separately.
Yes, ma'am.
Nonprofit, for-profit cannot be on the same piece of paper.
No,
As a
not
matter
at
of fact,
all.
I don't think they should be in the same bank building.
Exactly.
Everything should be separate. And so, long story short, I kept saying, no, let me give you a proposal. We need to pull this from underneath this for-profit. It needs to be its own nonprofit corporation.
Correct.
We just set you up a 501c3, and everything has to be separated. He said, well, I can't afford to pay you what you're going to be charging. I said, well, I'm here when you need me. 6 months later, he got put in jail.
Oh, yeah.
And so his wife comes to my office. Oh, my God, he says that you gave him the paper. There's the documentation. I said, so I printed off a copy of the proposal. She says, no, I need a copy of the nonprofit stuff. I said, he never did. He told me he couldn't afford it.
Exactly.
So he went to jail for 6 months.
Exactly. Fraud. That's what that was. That was a fraud alert. And unfortunately, I hope that is a valuable lesson, not only for you guys that's tuning in, but also for anyone. And I know it was a grave lesson for him and his family, unfortunately, because sometimes we want to do things or make things a little bit easy and kind of, roll around a little bit, take the cheap route. And unfortunately, you cannot do that in business, especially when you're dealing with a nonprofit. You just have to know what your nonprofit is. You have to know who are you servicing, and you have to keep it separate, just like she said. And if at any point you want to make that decision to have that nonprofit and that for-profit combined, just know, don't do it.
Don't do it. You keep it all separate. There are ways that a nonprofit can pay the for-profit to do some work.
Exactly.
But you better talk to somebody before you do it.
Exactly. And just don't take it for granted, because I know, the money comes in, the grant money comes in, and I know it's other things that need to be satisfied in the household because you've been working so hard. But just know that you cannot do that. You will be in a whole lot of trouble messing around with that grant money. That's government, federal. That's that's Fed time.
That's clink money.
We don't play with those people at all. It's just like the IRS, the feds, state government. You do not play with those people, because Big Brother, which is the IRS, he knows what you're doing.
I keep telling you, there are certain alphabets.
I'm telling you.
We love the alphabet song, and I said this when India spoke at one of my events. I said, we love the alphabet song. We teach it to our children, the A, B, C. We love the song, but there's certain alphabets we don't like when they stand next to each other. Like I or S.
F-E-D.
We don't like them when they stand next to each other.
No, absolutely.
We get a little nervous in the service.
I know.
We start sweating. I don't like when they play together.
Exactly, because it stops, halts everything in your life. Especially, and like she was saying before we went to break, about the 30 days. Okay, so you received a letter from the IRS within 30 days. They're telling you or advising you have to respond to us within 30 days. That is the truth. That it's not I want to get an extension. You have 30 days to come up with whatever it is that they're asking you for. Just keep in mind, whoever you're working with at that time, if you have communication with that individual, just make sure you get something in writing. If they say, well, you know what? We want to go ahead and give you a little bit more time to satisfy whatever it is we're requesting from you. Just know, get it in writing. If you do not get it in writing, just know that 30 days is a real 30 days. The 30 days from the date of that letter that was sent out to you. And you have to respond. If not, guess what they're going to do? You're going to have to eat it.
You doggone right. I got on mine. I ended up paying. It was $9,000. I paid somebody $5,000 to figure me out of this situation.
Right.
At the end of the story, I already said I owed them $90.
Well, see.
But I ended up paying $5,090 because had my tax preparer did it right the first time, knew what he was doing, and was available for us to communicate.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
It would have, my stress level was through the roof.
I can only imagine. I've had clients come in with 30 grand, 100 grand, 300 grand that they're owing the IRS. Our goal is to work with the IRS to see what we can do to assist them. We do different things such as offering compromise, different things such as that, to kind of help them with that particular amount of debt. Now, if you have that a large amount of debt, you definitely want to see a tax professional, because you just know when you get up to 100K or so, 50K or more, just know you need a professional to kind of negotiate with them, especially if that professional has a good standing with them and they understand that professional's work. So you just know that you don't want to take any chances when it comes down to that type of owing.
I think that you guys need to get out a pen and piece of paper right now. And I would strongly just have a conversation with India, even about your own. You can be discreet. I'm pretty sure she's gonna, tell you about. She keeps everything confidential.
Absolutely.
And so a lot of people, when it comes to money and taxes, we're so nervous that we don't ask anything. We just think if I how kids, if I close my eyes, it'll go away.
Yes.
No, IRS, they don't go away. They come get you in your sleep.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
So, and I know you guys said this is not happy talk on this show. It's informative.
It is very informative.
So listen, I want you to give your information one more time, India, and how people can get in touch with you for real. How can they're going to need you today.
Okay. So you guys can actually contact me at 972-296-4237, and that is our local number. You can go to our website, which is B as in boy, E as in Edward, S as in Sam, professionalservices.com. That's our website. You can email us. You can go to the website and get our email address and email us from there. And of course, if you have questions or concerns, and you just know that we're here to help. We're not here to hinder you or anything like that.
No.
We just want to make sure that you're on the right path and make sure that you're making the right decisions for not only you, because it's other people that you're responsible for.
And we want to be able to see you next week in case we want to eat some cake or something.
Yes.
And you too stressed out. Your hair done fell out. You got your wig on backwards. We can't figure out what's going on
Yes.
with you. Because it's real stuff. It's real talk, and we deal with this every day. And so we really, really want you guys to be on the right path, be on the right steps, so your business can grow, it can flourish, your personal life can grow and flourish. If you want to buy a house in next year, whenever, we just want you guys not to be in any kind of trouble.
Exactly. And also for the people that owes back taxes.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So for the people that owes back taxes.
Okay.
Okay, so, that is like the unsaid thing in certain areas, okay?
We definitely not going to talk about that with our girlfriends.
I'm telling you, you don't want to do that, because that's like, I want to hide from it. If you owe back tax returns, we can actually take care of those things for you guys.
Get on it in the beginning.
Yes.
Try and get it when you first get the notice.
Just know.
You know what? I just left the mailbox.
Yes.
India, I came straight to you because I don't want time to lapse. And
exactly.
But what we do is we wait.
Exactly. We wait.
And then we expect you to perform a miracle.
A miracle. And you know what? Sometimes I do have clients that come in with that 15-day mark. They received an audit, and they're like, okay, I got to get it done before XYZ. And I'm like, okay, so remember, I have other clients as well. But I just want to let you know this is what it's going to cost you if you want me to just solely, concentrate on what you have going on, and this is how it's going to be done. And I also give them a plan on how we're going to rectify the situation, because unfortunately, when you owe those back taxes, it's like I haven't filed since 2002 or since 2003 or 2013. Just know that we do have the resources available to get those things done for you. We also offer payment programs, so we already know you're going to owe the IRS either 3% or 5%. But our fee, of course, you can actually put it on a payment program as well, if that's what you're needing, because 9 times out of 10, we all know if you owe the IRS, 9 times out of 10, you'd have any money. So we want to make sure that we're able to help you in that instance as well.
Okay, so now, you owe back taxes, you're getting ready to get an audit, whichever one of the two. You have a nonprofit, you did some stuff that you didn't know, and that's fine. We don't know everything. So I want you guys to get in touch with India Roberts over at B's Professional Services. They are there all year long to help you out of these little crises, out of these jams. Or she can start looking at your books, taking care of your books, so you don't end up in this type of situation. Sometimes we have to be preventative, like we go get our teeth cleaned.
Yes.
So now this is like preventative medicine for businesses.
Exactly.
So now you're going to write a book about it.
I'm telling you, I will.
And you didn't even mention your book.
I know.
Okay, talk a little bit about your book before we have to get out of here. I want to know about your book. I have the book.
Yes, she does. She definitely does. She is a great supporter. I really appreciate her. She is phenomenal with what she does. My book is B's Professional Service. Buzzing Around Tax Facts with Bees. Basically, this book is a easy read. It is very informative, and it's just for anyone that wants to know a little bit more about taxes, the healthcare movement, and how it affects you guys, business owners and individuals, point blank period. It tells you different things that will definitely assist you when it comes down to filing your taxes. It also challenges your tax preparer. So anyone that is preparing your taxes, get the book. You can go to our website. Again, it's on Amazon. Definitely go get it, read it, and challenge the person that actually is doing your taxes, because some of that information that's in there, sometimes when you, because we are required to be continually educated, sometimes that information is kind of like slid by. Mm-hmm. But if you challenge that individual, if you get the book, I can guarantee you it'll open your eyes as well as that individual that you're challenging when it comes down to your taxes, because you are responsible for your own tax return. Yeah,
you are. So listen, we have India Roberts, and I know y'all gonna look her on Facebook, because for some reason they think Facebook is now Google.
Yes.
And I don't know, or it's the Bible, it's the truth.
It is.
But you can find her. She gave you her website. She gave you the phone number, email address. Go on. She's also on LinkedIn.
I am.
She's my friend on LinkedIn.
I am.
You can find her, and you said, listen, I've been with my tax preparer all these years, but I'm having some issues. I'm getting a knowing in my knowing. Mm-hmm. She's available all year long, and I'm a big proponent. If I can't reach you and you're my consultant or you're my expert, shoot me back an email, yes. And I'm pretty sure she's going to respond to you. Exactly. But you need to be her client first.
Exactly.
So, and you taking on new clients?
I am taking on new clients. You got some
doctors like, we ain't taking new patients.
Yeah, we are taking new clients. Just know that when you do come, I am needing a thorough list and also previous tax returns on what you did previously, because I want to know exactly what we're getting into.
So now some of this information is on your website as to what people will need to bring when they come to talk to you. And that's good, because when you go to a doctor, sometimes I was talking to a friend of mine out of New York, and she went in because her arm, she couldn't get any feeling in her arm, and he started asking her about when was your last sexual partner, and you had any STDs, and she goes, now I know y'all done took a lot of blood from me.
Right.
You don't have the records before you came in and talk to me about
exactly.
So what the point of that story is she's asking you to bring in all your records. That way she's not making assumptions.
Exactly.
We don't want to assume with IRS.
No, we don't want to make any assumptions.
So bring in all your records. Bring in your tax returns. She's got a list on the website.
I sure do, under resources.
That way she can be very, very thorough. That way you get a thorough exam.
Exactly.
We ain't assuming these are your real eyes.
Exactly.
These are real legs.
Exactly.
We're doing a thorough exam of your taxes, of your bookkeeping, so she knows what she's getting into, so she can better advise you.
Exactly.
What you need to do in the future. You telling her, I want to buy, 10 office buildings, but you only got $20 in the bank, and you've been claiming a loss every year.
Every year? And then who's going to fund that project? Not I, it's not happening.
And then when you say, well, the banks won't even give me any money.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't give you any money
either if you wait.
Big Mama wouldn't even give you no money. So.
I mean, and she keep a pad full of money.
She got some in that little can over the stove. But listen, you need to go on Amazon, get the book. It's an easy read. It's not some big volume of book with a whole bunch of tax jargon that you don't understand.
Easy read.
It is an easy read. And if you have any questions, any concerns about your own taxes, we're not putting down any other tax preparer. That's not what we're doing.
Right.
What she's saying is, if you have a feeling that your tax preparer may not be doing the best for you, and you just have a knowing, you say you're not 100% sure.
Exactly.
She's telling you, listen, I'm here for you. We're here all year round, right? Come talk to us. Come see us. Let us be very thorough with what you're doing, what you got going on.
Exactly.
That way, when the IRS come calling you, tap it on your door like they did mine. Now she can help diffuse the situation. She's okay. Well, how much do they owe? What can we do to work with? Can we all work together and get along and get the debt paid for? Or maybe that you don't owe it. Maybe there was an error.
That is so true. And that is a big understatement, because everyone, I mean, not everyone, but a lot of people that I have come in contact with, it's like, okay, maybe a number was kind of inverted. And I understand people make mistakes, no worries or anything like that. But if you make a mistake and you catch it, rectify right then and there. Don't just smooth it under the rug like some people would do, but just make sure you know, because I look over it and I do the numbers and I'll see, okay, you know, did we miss something?
Something got inadvertently.
Yeah.
You know, maybe it was 357. They put 375.
There
I
we
don't
go.
know.
There we go. And it happens. It does happen. And I think that's a lot of the reason why you have clients and taxpayers actually having a lot of money that's due. Because it may be a situation where you've sold property, you know, and, you know, if you don't know the rules and regs about selling a property and the gains that come with it, then of course you're going to owe, you know, a certain amount of money. So just know that we do a lot of research and we have a lot of resources available, and we definitely take our time when it comes down to our clients, and we want to make sure that you guys understand that we are here to help, not to hinder, and definitely if you have questions, to give us a call.
Well, listen, we're going to take a quick break because there's some things that we want to just really get ready for you guys on this last segment, but we're going to be right back after these. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after these messages.
You've thought about it, dreamed about it, and prayed about it. Starting your own business. Well, you can do it, and you don't have to do it alone. No matter what your business, Genesis Preferred Solutions will help you succeed. Here's Cassandra Bradford.
We're a Christian organization designed to help you succeed at what God has called you to do.
Genesis Preferred Solutions will help you avoid the pitfalls, fears, and costly mistakes first-time businesses often make. They'll guide you through the proper forms and help surround you with wise counsel.
We partner you with other people that can help you become successful. We want to do the paperwork for you so you don't have to.
And Genesis Preferred Solutions offers free training and seminars designed to promote success through the Word of God.
Put action to the plan that you have.
You are the best at what you do. So let's get started. Call Genesis Preferred Solutions now and ask about a tailor-fitted package for you. 800-718-2425. That's 800-718-2425. Church leaders, call today to schedule an exciting free seminar for your church or group. 800-718-2425. Go online to genesispreferred.com and do your own business by the book.
And we are back. I am Cassandra Wilson, and this is the Business Class Show, and we are back with India Roberts, and she is going to tell us more about how we can get the book. See,
Yes.
we had to show y'all the book, because some people just got to show them a pretty picture.
Yes.
So can you just let them know what the book looked like in case they go
This is
to
the
Barnes and Noble and they go, it was pretty.
Yeah, I know. This
They
is
read.
it. I know. But this is the book, guys, Buzzing Around Tax Facts with Bees. This is the book that I wrote for individuals and business owners, which is a easy read. The words are not jumbled together, and it is not tax jargon. So that way you guys can understand exactly what it is, what we're trying to get you guys to understand, and what's going to be helpful to you in the future.
Now, you mentioned before we went on break, and
I
you kind of
did.
just breezed right on over this healthcare reform.
Oh, yes, I
And
did.
people like, okay, I can't afford Obamacare, I can't afford it, so they didn't do anything.
Right.
What's gonna happen?
Okay, so as you guys know, this year for 2015 tax filing season, the penalty was at 4%. Okay, next year it will increase. We're looking at probably about 6 to 8%. We have not, they haven't confirmed it yet. So just know that I've had clients, okay, that come in and they have to pay my fee along with a penalty of $500 to $1,000 for not having health care insurance. This includes the children. So the children are not exempt for not having health care. So
Are you serious?
I'm serious. I'm definitely serious because they're going to be charging not only the adults, but also the children as well for not having health care insurance. And that's one of the things that's crazy. It's really crazy.
So a lot of people I know a lot of people said, listen, I got laid off. I couldn't afford to get health insurance. I'm just barely getting the unemployment finally kicked in. What we gonna do?
Okay, that's good. That's a good scenario because that means life happened. And so because life happened, we do have provisions out there that set aside for those type of situations. In turn, you will not be penalized or have that penalty placed on you once you file your taxes because life did happen. Now, if you're in a situation where life didn't happen. You just decided, hey, I'm not going to get health care insurance. I decide I want to go ahead and I want to pay the penalty. You've made $100K or more. Just know that you'll be receiving a penalty for about 4% of that gross annual income.
Oh, wow.
4%. So that could be a lot, depending on if you have children or not. So say, for instance, you had $100K and no one in the household has health care insurance, and it's 4 people in the household, so you got 4% times 4.
That's why, don't have no kids. No,
Exactly. Well, I got a whole bunch of them, so
Okay, that's not the answer. Okay,
that's not the answer.
But you guys need to know there are things that happens when you don't follow the law.
Exactly.
Now, I have another question for you. We have a lot of companies, a lot of people that go into business, and they keep forgetting that there are some things they have to do. Is it the county assessor's office, or that if they are a service, they file that no tax form? The exemption form?
Yeah, your exemption form. That's something that you file, of course, with the county clerk. You want to make sure that you get that filed, depending on what type of business you're in, whether it be services, tangible items, goods, those different things. Make sure you get that taken care of as well.
I think that was due in March.
It was.
It was due in March.
Yes, ma'am.
So there's so many dates you got to remember.
Yes, and also for your franchise tax, that was due in May. So if you're an LLC, you haven't filed your franchise tax, unfortunately, you are behind the 8 ball, and we can definitely assist you guys with that.
See?
So definitely be aware of your dates. If you're not good with dates, just have a professional to help you with those things.
This is why I tell people, everybody runs, I want to get an LLC.
Yes.
I want to be in C Corp, I'll be taxed higher, so I don't want to be a C. I just want to be an LLC. And I'm like, it's not a cookie cutter for everybody. But when somebody like me, you come in, you're so insistent and persistent, I make sure I put in my proposal, I do not agree, based on what you told me, that you want to be an LLC, but if this is your request, we will formulate this LLC for you.
Exactly.
And a lot of people, and I went to an event, girl, up in Dallas, they're helping all the low-income people. And they're going to find LLCs for everybody. I said, why? Everybody don't need an LLC.
And that is, it's not straightforward like that. This is depending on what type of business you have. I can't come in. I had a client, this is true story. Client comes in, they actually say, well, we want to form an LLC, but they're going to be doing international work.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, you're a husband and wife, you guys are a LLP, not an LLC, because you have to understand the tax ramifications with that. And he did his homework. He came back. He was like, oh, my God, I'm so glad you XYZ helped me with this, that, and other. And I said, okay, because I'm looking at the future.
And these are people that's doing import-export trading,
Exactly. Maybe? Yes, ma'am.
And see, you can't, and some people, they've talked to Pookie them.
Yes, ma'am.
That don't even have a business.
Exactly.
A legal business. And they want to get an LLC, and I'm like, okay, you need to do an LLC. This is why conversations have to be had. Tell me where you see yourself going.
Exactly.
Where are you going? You going to do import, export? This is when.
Exactly.
Well, I'm not going to do it right now, but maybe 2 years from now. Well, let's set you up right the first time.
Exactly.
That way we don't go back, because I'm going to tell you something. People go, I'm going to file in the state of Texas because I don't have to pay state tax, but the state of Texas will nickel and dime you to death.
To death. To death.
So, but so all of you people that are out and you think, oh, I do my LLC on my own, I'll go down and get my DBA, and then you get hit with all these different dates that we can't remember.
Exactly.
Because you already forgot that it was your baby's birthday yesterday. And then you trying to backpedal. And then, the county already gave you that $50 penalty.
That $50 penalty sometimes can either hurt you or it will teach you a lesson. Okay, so with that penalty, it's like, oh, did I make XYZ amount of dollars? No, you didn't make XYZ amount of dollars. You have a late filing penalty.
It's just,
and that's exactly what it is.
These people that do sell products and goods, you got to go get a sales license. You got
you have to pay taxes on that. You're collecting taxes, hopefully.
Well, girl, I use PayPal. They'll never know. Don't you know PayPal now have to report?
Yes, they do. And so guess what they're going to do? It's a trickle-down effect. So that thing trickle downs all the way down to your business, and when they send you that 1099, and then that extra form that goes with that 1099, hopefully you've taken out your sales tax or did what you're supposed to do. Now, if you have not, You have a resource now.
You need to get in touch with India Roberts like yesterday. So if you're looking at this and you went back to the website and you says, okay, I want to go look at a back show, and we probably need to post this like 17, 11 times.
I'm telling
I don't
you.
know where your math is. I don't know where your math is. But you need to get in touch with India. India, tell them how they can get in touch with you, where they can get the book. It's easy, even if you can't read too good out loud.
Yes.
Read to yourself. It'll be all right.
It'll be okay. It'll be okay. But you guys can actually go to our website, and that's beesprofessionalservices.com. B as in boy, E as in Edward, S as in Sam, professionalservices.com, which is our website. Give me a call. It's on Amazon, Kindle. Download it. Buzzing Around Tax Facts with Bees is the name of the book. Definitely want to be a help, not a hindrance to you guys in business, and just want to make sure that you understand exactly what it means to be a business owner.
And you guys know on the Business Class Show, it's all about helping your business. First, we got to help you.
Exactly.
And then help your business to become successful. These are the type of people that I have on the show because they're here to help you so you can be aware of some of this stuff. So what you don't know, ask a professional, and we'll just get it together.
Exactly.
So listen, we're out of time. I got so many more questions, but we are out of time. I'm so glad that you guys joined us. Join me every Monday at 11 a.m. on KRWC.TV. You can also go to the website if you missed a past episode. Click on that episode. Watch it at your convenience. Get in touch with India Roberts, and we'll see you next week. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.